everybody? Today we're continuing to talk about the whole drama involving Amber Heard and Johnny Depp. So apparently a petition has been put in motion and it has already reached 1 million signatures, and those are people that do not want Amber Heard to be part of Aquaman 2. So at the same time, a few days ago, I made a video talking about Johnny Depp being forced to resign from Warner Brothers, from Fantastic Beasts, and that was all because Warner Brothers basically told him, you have to resign, we can't have you involved in the film. So people just, clearly are taking Johnny Depp's side here and saying, well, it's only fair that Amber Heard is affected as well and she should not be part of Aquaman 2. And I do believe that Warner Brothers should indeed take notice of this, because 1 million signatures, it's a pretty big number. You don't want 1 million people deciding to boycott a movie because of your actor, Now, I believe that Warner Brothers is indeed in a very tough spot over here, because first and foremost, they decided to cut off Johnny Depp from the movie, right? Even though there's so many videos out there, there's photos out there, there's also, you can totally see when Amber Heard is even talking about this whole situation that she I don't know, this whole situation is very shady in my opinion. And like I said in my other video, I do believe that Johnny Depp is not guilty in this case here, even though we can't fully know 100%, but I do believe that he is not a wife beater, mostly because his exes can tell about his behavior, and I don't know. I think there's more proof against her than there is against him. Anyways, it's only fair if Johnny Depp's career is being affected that hers would be affected too. So we're going to have a look at this petition over here. And, I just think that Warner Brothers is indeed in a very tough spot, because right now, if they fire Amber Heard from Aquaman 2 as well, they might get in trouble with who knows, because, according to the law, she is the victim. So if they go ahead and fire her, they're probably going to be accused as being, not in favor of the victim. But at the same time, what are they going to do about the 1 million signatures that want her out of the movie? That is really rough. And one of the things I said in my audio video talking about the whole drama between Johnny Depp and Amber Heard is that, yes, this is a big problem, because I believe by going ahead and, removing Johnny Depp, if they don't do something similar to Amber Heard, people are definitely going to boycott Aquaman 2, which I think sucks, because I love Jason Momoa and I really enjoyed the first Aquaman, and it's really not fair for a whole group of cast to be affected because of one person, But I just think that this whole situation is very shady. She is very shady. Her interviews are very shady. The way that she talks, it's very hard to believe this woman. So let's have a look at this article over here. We're looking at Screen Rant. Petition to remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2 has over 1 million signatures. That is a lot, you guys. A petition to remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2 reaches over 900,000 signatures. Heard first appeared as Mira, one of the Underwater Kingdom, in Zack Snyder's Justice League in 2017. She went on to reprise her role opposite Jason Momoa in 2018's Aquaman, which is now the highest DC grossing movie of all time. Heard is set to return to Aquaman 2 in 2022. And will she? That is the question, right? Heard has lately been the center of a controversy with ex-husband Johnny Depp, and Heard, who met on the set 2011 to film Rum Diary, married Depp in a private island in the Bahamas in 2015. After filing for divorce 2016, oh my God, like this lasted like a year. I didn't even know that. Heard obtained a restraining order against Depp, accusing him of physically or verbally abusing her. Other allegations against the actor included Depp trying to have Heard fired from Aquaman and prevent her from being hired on other Warner Brothers projects. All of the troubling allegations led to criticism over Depp being cast as Grindelwald in the Fantastic Beasts in 2016. Depp sued Heard for defamation in 2019. This is a whole mess, you guys. After she wrote the Washington Post claiming to be a victim of domestic violence during their short-lived marriage. So she's clearly here attacking his career, but she also claimed that he was attacking hers. So this is just a very ugly situation. Depp also sued the UK publication The Sun after they called him a wife beater in one of their articles. The case went to trial in July, and the judge ruled against Depp. So that is exactly why we believe, or most people believe, the reason why Warner Brothers decided to just remove him from the movie completely. But I just think that was a very bad idea because, you know, first you establish a character, you make people like him, and I don't know. This situation is very much messy. And then the article continues. The decision led to outrage from fans who launched an online petition demanding that Heard be fired from Aquaman 2, believing that Heard should face the same consequences as Depp. And I absolutely agree. I am not those kind of people that like to boycott stuff, you know, especially because there's other people that will be affected, like Jason Momoa, a guy that I think is really cool. He does not deserve this. And a movie should not be affected by one person. You know, if you're removing Depp, you should remove her as well. That's what I believe. So the change petition titled Remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2 has reached over 900,000 signatures, and now we're gonna have a look at the petition right here. And as of now, it's 1,190. That's just a lot of people, you guys, and the number keeps growing. So the petition is saying Amber Heard has been exposed as domestic abuser by Johnny Depp. In his $50 million lawsuit, Johnny Depp describes many incidents of domestic abuse that he suffered at the hands of his then wife, Amber Heard, including one incident where she punched him twice in the face and another where she shattered his finger with a vodka bottle. And his finger had to be surgically reattached. So this is way more serious than what she's claiming that he did to her. He will bear the scar from that for the rest of his life. Also, Amber Heard was arrested in 2009 for abusing a former domestic partner. So this is definitely a pattern behavior for her. And that's another reason why I don't think she's being truthful here. I just find that judge was just, I don't know, there's something fishy about it. Demonstrated a repeated pattern of abuse. Okay. Since her divorce from Johnny Depp, she has systematically crusaded to ruin Depp in Hollywood, repeating multiple accounts of fake incident in which she had actually abused Johnny Depp, but lied and created false accounts of him being the abuser about the incident during which she shattered the bones in Johnny Depp's finger and nearly severed it, causing Depp to require surgery to reattach and repair it. Heard presented a false story claiming that she cut off his finger himself and dipped it in paint and scrawled obscenities all over the wall. Oh my gosh, it's just so ugly. Likewise, Heard recounts fabricated incidents of Johnny Depp hitting her in the face when she had in fact punched him. Those staff and neighbors in the building where she lived reported seeing no marks on her face in the hours and days after she says Johnny Depp hit her, yet she appeared in court 6 days later with bruises on her face asking for a temporary restraining order, which was granted. Photos of Heard from the very next day show her full face without makeup and not a single bruise. Guys, As Amber Heard is a known and proven domestic abuser, Warner Brothers and DC Entertainment should and must remove Heard from their Aquaman 2 film project. They must not ignore the suffering of Heard's victims and not glamorize a domestic abuser. This is the whole thing, right? Women could be abusers as well. And we are in a time and era where men are villains nowadays. And don't get me wrong, I am not here to defend men per se. However, I'm not a fan of generalization. There are really bad men out there. There are really terrible abusers and sexists out there, of course. But at the same time, that doesn't mean that everyone is like that. Now, I cannot advocate for Johnny Depp because, like I said, none of us were there. I don't really know, but we can tell by what other people that know him tells about him, like the exes, for instance, the fact that he had so much proof against her and then she keeps winning. You know, the whole thing, the whole situation where she has bruises one day and then the other day her face is clean. This is just all wrong, you guys. I don't think it's really fair to just blame the guy because women are victims. It doesn't work like that. Yes, there are true victims of abuse. This is a real problem, but that doesn't mean that the woman is always telling the truth. In this case scenario over here, I don't really think she is. Maybe time will tell. Maybe we'll know for sure, or maybe we'll never know. But I just think that this is really messed up. Men are victims of domestic abuse just like women. I agree. This must be recognized and action must be taken to prevent a known abuser from being celebrated within the entertainment industry. Do the right thing. Remove Amber Heard from Aquaman 2. Okay, so this petition has got some serious attention here, you guys. 1 million people have taken time out of their day to go and sign this petition. This is very alarming for Warner Brothers, and I believe that if Warner Brothers do not want this movie to fail, they should really pay attention into this. But the problem is the whole PR situation. If they do remove her, are they actually, according to the law, punishing a victim of abuse? They are in a really tough spot over here. But, because like I said, in the law, she is now a victim because the judge ruled in her favor. This is just messed up. Johnny Depp said he's going to appeal, but I just find that this is a really complicated situation for Aquaman. And I always find that Warner Brothers are always facing these kind of situations with their actors. This is not the first time that actors, there's just so many drama going on, even like behind Justice League and with the whole Zack Snyder. And the actor that plays the Flash was also, but none of that was anywhere as bad as this, in my opinion. I don't know. I just find that this will indeed be a story that will be floating for a very long time. Also, what they could do if they release this movie on HBO Max, for instance, then perhaps they don't really need to worry about box office success because people are paying subscriptions anyway. So that could be a way that they could get away with it. But I don't know, because Aquaman made so much money. Will they really be willing to bet all that money because of Amber Heard? Drop your comments down below. Let me know what you think about this whole situation. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit that thumbs up, subscribe for more, and I'll see you next time. Bye.